This happened overnight, by the way. So we have snow on the mountains, a little bit of snow on the ground, and we had our first frost. This all happened within like 2 days. How crazy! We've had a snowstorm these last few days and just a regular, like, super windy storm. So it's quite nice to be able to walk out here today and it's not crazy. I think I'm gonna go get my sheets and hang them outside because I haven't been able to do that because it's been too windy. I'll be back. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Today is a pretty stormy day, but it's been so much worse. And what's crazier is that Christopher and his two friends left to go to our off-grid cabin yesterday in the middle of the storm. But he borrowed the boat that the previous owners had, which is kind of like a little rocket. So they made it there safely. But that also means that Grim and I get a weekend alone in the cabin, which is very nice. I love having alone time like this. And I think it's so good for him to go with his guy friends and, you know, just have a cabin weekend. So this worked out perfectly. We were not sure if they were going to be able to leave because of the waves and the wind. I think it was 18 meters per second winds, but it was fine. The waves weren't very big. It was quite a lot of motion on the ocean, but it wasn't, you know, too bad. It apparently worked fine. So that was nice. So Grim and I were just gonna enjoy this. Yesterday we went on a really long walk in the wind. Today I think we're gonna have to do the same because he needs his exercise. He has been crazy lately in a very good way. He has had so much energy. So he is being such a funny little energetic goofball. He's outside now. I tried to get him inside, but he said, absolutely not, ma'am. I will be outside. He's loving that it's colder and that it's snowy. But yeah, so this morning I am starting with fall cups of coffee and I'm gonna read my book. So I finished Throne of Glass, the whole series. I really enjoyed it because what I love about it is that it's such a big series and every book in itself is such a kind of like adventure, which is what I love so much about Sarah J. Maas, is that I enjoy the getting there part, you know? Like every page you just want to stay on because it's beautifully written and I love the characters and everything. So I really enjoyed that series. It's very good fantasy. But now I'm going to read Alone with You in the Ether. So it's like a smaller in-between book for me before I start Brandon Sanderson, which is going to be exciting. Oh, it's nice to have a little bit of a fire. We've had our first frost, so it was -2 degrees yesterday. I think it's about 0 degrees today, which is pretty warm, but this is so typical. It goes from fall, or it goes from summer to fall, and then we have like proper autumn, fall when it looks orange and, you know, there's no snow for like 2 days. And then it just went to winter straight away because you never really know when the first snowfall comes. But this isn't, or actually, you know what, this is not winter. This is just crispy fall. I've not seen any northern lights yet, but tonight I'm going to show you what kind of night sky we have, which is going to be quite exciting because I haven't shown you a night sky yet since what? Let me think. April. It's just been, you know, light evenings, light nights and everything. But now, these last couple of days, nighttime has come back. I saw a starry sky for the first time 2 days ago. And it was mind-blowing. I was like, it's back. It's happening. It's so exciting. So now, let's just enjoy the fire. and the coziness. Also, if you want to get updates and notifications on when I post, do subscribe. That would be so nice, and we can have so much fun together. And Polar Night is coming up, you know, it's all of our favorite times of year, so subscribe so you know when I post. Yeah. A few days ago, just before the frost set in, I was looking out my cabin window and spotted a huge pod of beluga swimming by. It was an incredible sight, and I've been lucky enough to see them quite often this year. Many mornings I've taken my coffee outside just to sit and enjoy their company, something I never get tired of. It's the kind of experience I'll never take for granted, knowing how special it is to witness these incredible animals in their natural habitat right from my doorstep. What's surprising though is that I haven't seen any other whales yet. Normally during the summer we get an amazing variety, fin whales and minke whales, blue whales, and of course the belugas. They've all been around, but from our cabin it's only been the belugas making an appearance so far. Still, watching them so frequently has been nothing short of magical. They really are incredible creatures. This is a very peculiar read, but I'm actually quite enjoying it so far. I have no idea what's gonna happen, but I like how awkward the characters are. I like it's a very easy read, and it's different, definitely very different. I'll let you know more about it if I like it or if I recommend it. So far, I'm not much in. And I feel like anything could happen with this book. So I think I need to finish it before I actually say what I think about it. But it's so calming to just sit here in front of the fire and read. I've been reading so much lately, which also is good. I have so many books that I want to read, and I have so many that I want to order. For breakfast today, we have something that I have 90% of my days. Cracker bread, this is my favorite one. It's a big round one from Vasa. And then we have cottage cheese, a little bit of Cajun spice, ham, and tomato. It looks like we have snow coming. The other side, I can't see anything that way, but I can see a lot that way. I think I'm gonna have to take Grim on a walk before it gets worse. Ooh, yeah, definitely. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be such a messy weekend. So we have 15 meters per second and snow coming soon. Ooh, it's gonna be a cozy evening. Oh yeah, so I think a little bit of a snowstorm coming in. Ooh, the weather! We are so close to launch day on my book as well, which is just insane. Like, how crazy. If you haven't grabbed a copy for pre-order, the link is below, and there are also signed versions available from a US site called Premier Collectibles, where Grim and I have signed all of the books. But those are only available from Premier Collectibles. Otherwise, you can just grab a beautiful copy of this from the link below. I mean, I just can't believe but it's coming out. Like it's gonna be in your hands. Let me give you a little sneak peek of my book. Look, so many stories, so many photos and information. Oh, this is one of my favorite photos ever. Look at that. If you've been here for a while, I think you were with us when we took that photo. There are also like scientific explanations of the different phenomena that we have, like midnight sun. So don't forget to grab a copy of this, okay? Oh my gosh. Okay, we need to go out and take in the sheets before the weather gets too bad. If I could just tell you how good these smell, it's like nature perfume. It smells so much and so good. It's crisp, cold, fresh air. Oh, and you know, just kind of like sea breeze. Absolutely insane. Okay, let's make the bed. I think it's time for me to change to my winter duvet soon. I'm noticing that it's a little bit cold. So I think I might do that in a week or two. Alrighty. I'm wearing thermals today. It's actually 2 degrees, so it's not that it's cold, but it's windy. If Grim can't hear me already, that means that it's very windy outside. Usually he can hear if I just move a centimeter. He's like, oh my god, we're going. Grimbo! Oh my god, it's nice out. Hey! Oh, it's really nice. Där kom. Gud vad trevligt detta kommer vara, vad tur. Vänta. Ja, och bara. Kom så sätter vi på sele. Ja. Åh, är du glad? Vi ska gå på tur. Wiggle that. Bara halva av kläderna på oss. Så. Tack. Right there. Of course we have our gun for polar bear protection. Safety on. Just like so. Oj, ska vi gå på du och jag? Okay, it's definitely not that cold. It's just a little bit chilly, but I feel like the wind is almost warm. I hope that it's going to be less windy over there. It's such an Arctic vibe. Okay, we're gonna go. Here we go. Oh, we have been out for, hey team, 1 hour and 17 minutes, 5 kilometers. Oh, that was so much longer than I thought, but I thought we were going to do like a little 40-minute. But when we were walking, so nice, he was so happy. I just felt like perfect way to get the steps in. What's so good about his breed also, finished punds, is that they don't need many walks a day. They don't need like husky sort of walking or running, he is completely fine if we do one proper walk per day. Then he's good to go. And then he can be outside on his rope as much as he wants, or he can be inside, it's up to him. But one solid walk a day does wonders for him, and that's all he needs, which is perfect for me. So I'd rather do, you know, a 75-minute walk now than 2 shorter ones, because it takes so long to get dressed, especially in today's weather. Now we're gonna give him his treat. The first thing he does is always run under the house, and I don't know what he's doing there. He's just digging. Limbo! Limbo! Good on ya! Lim! Ja, det är du! Här är jag! Kom! Ska du godis? Sitt! Vänta! Är du med? Varsågod! So I'm making lunch for dinner, and then after dinner I'm gonna have breakfast food. That's the plan. And I feel like it's a great plan. Here we have eggs with cheese on them. We're gonna have some guacamole with this. Incredible. And some cottage cheese with this as well. It's gonna be a culinary explosion. Hallå, du varit ute så länge. You think it's dinner time, but it's not yet. It's dinner time in maybe 40 minutes. Du är så glad. Du är så glad. Kom då. För gos. Kom ut. Oh, du är. I'm just gonna start us a fire, honey, so we can cozy up, you and I. Kom. Luring. Kos. It's snowing. I'm gonna show you soon. I think it's gonna pick up a little bit, you know, right now. But just the fact that it's snowing. Okay. So I wanted to talk to you. Guess what I'm working on? I am starting to work on our Nordic Christmas baking guide. We're gonna make another one. Last year we made this beautiful thing. Taking the photos for this was so exciting. Anyway, Christopher is a chef, right? So we put together some of our favorite recipes with all of his tweaks and all of his feedback on how to do it best. And we made it into a baking guide for December. And we're gonna do the same this year. So different recipes, a new design, and a new layout and everything. And that is what I'm working on right now. So the biggest problem with making these for 2 different measurement styles or whatever you call it, because here in Europe or in Sweden and Norway, we use grams and deciliters and liters and everything like that. In America, you use cups and ounces. I wonder what they use. Wait, in the UK, there's something there that's different than what we use. Anyway, when it comes to baking, it has to be pretty precise and accurate in order for the recipe to turn out exactly like how we want it. And converting grams recipes to cups was without a doubt the hardest part of doing the last cooking book, because there is just no easy conversion. There will always be a little bit of a discrepancy between the two. So that is where the question comes in. I've been doing some research on my Instagram and on my Patreon, asking you guys about it. We are thinking about just doing it grams for the sake of accuracy. Like, I don't mind doing the hard work when it leads to something that turns out well, but I feel like doing the conversion just doesn't do it good enough, you know? So that is my question. If we were to make this recipe guide only in grams, which means that all you need is a kitchen scale, and if you have a kitchen scale at home, I'm pretty sure that it does grams as well. Like, ours here does American measurements as well as grams and everything. So if you have one already, you're probably good to go. Otherwise, we checked that it was like $5 or $6 at Walmart. So my question is, if we made it only in grams, would you buy the cookbook and just use it as with grams? Or would you buy it and convert the grams to your way of measuring yourself? Or does that mean that you won't buy it? And this is, of course, only if you were even interested in buying it in the first place, you know? You know, like, I wish I could just cater to everything all the time, but sometimes, I don't know, sometimes I feel like it's good to just focus on doing it really good in grams, and then that is going to be the most accurate way for you to make these recipes. And all you need is a scale, you know? That's the best part. All you need is just, you don't even have to do any, you just put it there and just measure up stuff. So answer in the comments what you think about that. I might have to do a poll or something. Snöda, vad gör ju det? Hur går det, Grim? Det är bra. Very light snowfall. Look how Arctic it looks. So just like, whoa. Do you see? We have dark nights. Well, it's not even night, it's 8 p.m. and it's this dark outside. That's very exciting. Oh, look, it is so cozy. This is what I've been missing the most. Just sitting here in the living room and it being just so cozy. How many times am I gonna say cozy in a row? Nobody knows. Ooh. Hej, hur gör du? Hej gullis. Går det bra? Look at this. It's blue and it's dark. It should get even more dark than this. So I think we'll just go in and watch some TV. Or not TV, but, you know, watch something and then we'll see how much darker it gets. Yeah? Look how dark it is. We're gonna go inside now. Wait, I need to let Grim in. There's a little bit of like rain, snow in the air. But it's proper dark, isn't it? It's beautiful though.